In this video, friends, we're talking about one of my favorite boot care products yet. That's Saphir's Greasy Leather Cream. Now, I've been onto this for quite a few years and it's treated me really well. On this channel, we like to talk about a lot of boots and other guy-related stuff. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, thank you so much for clicking into the video. Now guys, Saphir has been around since the 1920s and now they're leading the charge around the globe for protecting fine leathers. I got onto this stuff by binge watching Kirby Allison's videos. Hey Kirby, thank you so much for all your great information, mate. Keep it coming. This stuff comes in for around $15 for 4 ounces. That's roughly $3.75 an ounce, and friends, it's worth every bit. I went ahead and got the brown, I think the medium brown. It comes in dark brown, black, and neutral. I haven't found the pigment to be too extreme, although when applying with your hands, it will stay on there. So I like to use a rag. It just doesn't come and deeply penetrate and cover up some of those scars. So I think next time I would just run the neutral. That way I have a good option that I could run on the tan boots, on black, on dark brown, whatever I need. So what do you use it on? Well, it's made for oil tan leathers and Creme Cuirs especially. Now, of course, Kirby Allison has a whole video on that. Make sure and watch it after my video. But guys, he does a good job of explaining why this is actually made specifically for that Creme Cuirs leather. And the good thing about Saphir, it's one of those products that, you know, you can feel confident it's not product or brand specific, but you can run this on all your boots. And a lot of the top boot makers are actually coming around to this stuff and beginning to recommend it for their Creme Cuirs as well. Arguably one of their biggest competitors here in America is Venetian shoe cream. But don't forget guys, this is one of those creams that's good on all your outdoor boots and that nubuck leather as well. So let's take a peek at the ingredients. I found on the internet a safety data sheet. I'll put a link to that in the description so you guys can go check it out as well. But sadly, it didn't give us much information. Now, what we do know is that this is a neat's foot based cream and it has that jojoba oil in it. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but guys, I'd love to know if you found any other information yourselves on the ingredients in here. As far as I know, it doesn't have petroleum. Guys, they use all natural products over here at Saphir. It's a brand that I've grown to trust and I really think you guys can as well. You know, I always tend to see what kind of guys are using it. I put a lot of weight on what Kirby Allison's out there recommending and stuff like that. So just kind of as we start formulating, as this journey goes on towards being a gentleman, these are kind of some of the things we help evaluate to try to determine if this is the right product for us. So guys, I'm so keen to get this onto the boot. Now what I've done is I pulled the laces and I haven't cleaned this boot. I've been wearing it to church, maybe shopping, nothing too crazy. But beyond that, friends, it's not really dirty. So I like to clean my boots about 1 to 2 times every 4 times I condition. Now that's not really a math thing. I don't want you guys to find that as a formula, but that's just what I found with these particular boots. I'm not out hunting in them. I'm not running them through the forest too heavy in mud. It hasn't been winter time since I've been wearing these, so I haven't been in a bunch of snow or salt, but that's something that you guys grow, just a little idea of understanding of what's going on with your leather. You're the only person that knows where you've been with them. And so that's just kind of the rule of thumb that I use. There's some cleaners I'm looking into actually that we're going to be talking about in future videos that I feel confident running every single time you condition your boots. You know that saddle soap has been known to take some of the leathers out, so you want to use that sparingly. But I think there's some cleaners out there that I'm getting pretty jazzed about that we'll talk about here in the future. We touched on this before, but I like to run this with some kind of cloth. You know, this is an old t-shirt. I have a little Red Wing cloth here. Saphir has their own products, you know, just however you guys want to get it. Sometimes the details around boots are actually just as fun as, you know, having the boots. Some of these products, you want to make sure and get yourself a good horsehair brush. I got a good one. I'm going to drop it in the description for you guys. Make sure and check that out. If you don't have one, that's kind of a necessity for every gentleman. Now, friends, I'm running a bit low on this stuff because I really do love it. And just coming out of the bottle, it smells fantastic. It's not like, we'll say, Venetian shoe cream. Sorry, guys, but it's just, it smells so much better. And so we're going to start in hitting this with those circular motions. We're going to hit the tongue. You know, I've pulled the laces. Sometimes I don't pull the laces. I'll just give it a good little midweek cleaning or something like that. But friends, these Thursdays, this is that Chrome Thursday Chrome. It's a veg chrome tan leather, and so this stuff is absolutely ideal for this Saphir Oiled Leather Greasy Cream. Now Thursday, they don't have any white stitching, and so we don't have to worry about that except for down there on the welt. So the welt is the only spot where this pigmentation could change the color. So just be careful right around this stitch line, but we do want to actually hit the welt itself. That's an area that's often overlooked by guys in their care routine, but yet it's the area that's closest to the ground. So I'm going to grab that heel stack right there and make sure and nourish that as well, because that's an area that needs a little attention. Whether you're kicking back on a Tuesday night, a work night, you're heading into a big business meeting the next morning, or it's just a Sunday night and you're chilling. Maybe you got a really cool front porch. You can grab a couple of set of boots and head out there and just watch the sunset. This is stuff that is not brand specific. So I run it on my Thursdays. I run it across the board, really. This is one of those products that undoubtedly has the gentleman's journey stamp of approval, and I keep coming back to it time and time again. Let's put a little bit of water on this stuff. I want to show you how it sheds and repels the water. It's amazing stuff. See it just kind of sitting on top of the boot right there. It just pretty much slides right off. So again, this is something I would feel comfortable actually going out there and traipsing around and getting a little dirty, and I think the water would just come right off. You can hit it again over the top with a leather protector spray. I wouldn't have any problems with that, but I think this stuff is going to give you a few weeks to a month of really solid protection. What I like to do at this point, guys, is make sure and hit it with the horsehair brush. That's just going to put all those oils, all that cream down into the pores of the boot. It's going to get things moving. It's going to get things mixing around. Some guys don't think it's needed, but it's a step that I don't forget to do. And I think you guys should pick it up as well. Friends, I'll drop a link to this stuff in the description below. You know, Saphir has some other really great products. We're gonna cover some of them in future videos. They have the Medal d'Or Renovator. They have their really high-end mink oil. And then they have the Medal d'Or oil cream polishes. So we're gonna talk about some of that stuff in the future. But guys, this is my run and gun stuff. I really recommend this on your Chrome XLs. It smells amazing. Again, you can do this maybe right before you head into a business meeting. They want you to let it sit for 24 hours, just like any other company really does. That's the rule of thumb. But I wouldn't mind, you know, if you're running into a meeting, have some of this in your office and just hit some of those scuffs. It has enough pigmentation that it's gonna cover it up. We're gonna talk about how to get some of those deep scars out in the future. But guys, I really can't speak about this stuff enough. I hope you're enjoying the journey. This is my journey, the gentleman's journey. We'd love to have you come along. You know, if you hit the like button, subscribe, that's just gonna do wonders for the channel. Friends, until the next video, God bless you. And hey, don't forget to give those boots some love from time to time.